many stellar teachers within JCPS that are making huge impacts at their school, in their classrooms, and in their students' lives. Let's talk to two teachers who are making strides at Fern Creek High School.
The biggest year in terms of recognition was probably 2018. That was about a year into teaching environmental science classes at Fern Creek. I think it was made possible by dramatic shift in how I thought about teaching, in the sense that I had ideas for what I thought I wanted students to do with engaging the community, engaging in the school community and outside of that. The pivot was, I remember distinctly this one kid asking me, like, here's the rubric, can I do it differently? And I was like, what harm is there in having this kid do it differently? Well, there's none. Like, I'm just trying to fit you in a box. So I said, sure. And so what came from that was a couple of awards for myself and an award for him. A city-based award and then a state-based award, Kentucky Conservation Teacher of the Year. And that same kind of like philosophy of teaching, I think, has made my students think about school differently, appreciate nature differently, and accomplish some really cool stuff. I had a very special class of students that were MMD students. So some students used wheelchairs, some students had walkers. And immediately I realized my own blind spots for that particular group. In that anger and frustration, I brought that emotion to my other classes and was like, what should we do? What they dreamed up and what then became a reality was an outdoor classroom that doubled as a rain garden to mitigate some challenges with stormwater that we have on one part of campus. So now there's a couple of places to sit that are wheelchair accessible. The entire school helped collect bottle caps in order to make these tables. So that was super fun. And now we have this outdoor classroom. It's really nice.
I'd say, especially here at Fern Creek, we really focus on using evidence to support arguments and evaluating the reliability of sources. And with so much information out available for students and a totally new level, I think that they'll walk away with the ability to think critically about what information they encounter and apply those skills to whatever interests them. Every summer I try to go out of state and learn more about, specifically usually about religion, but also about how different governments operate, different current events. I've worked with Harvard's Religious Literacy Project. I've done a 3-week study with the National Endowment for the Humanities in New York, looking at different religious groups in New York. This past summer I went to New Mexico and focused my studies there on Islam. So every year I'm able to travel essentially the world. It helps me when I am determining if a curriculum resource is what's best for my students. So for example, the beginning of this school year, we had students read documents related to the spread of Islam. And as we were looking at the documents, I was able to insert additional information about that they could not see in the documents. And so it was a moment where we got to think critically about this curriculum resource that has been vetted and look for ways that it could have been better or improved. I've always felt like if I need support in some way, Teach Kentucky could help provide that to me.